Morning, everybody. It's been a day, maybe 2 days since I posted anything. Feels like longer, but anyways, I wanted to let you know that with respect to the Black Mesa monorail scene, I've gone ahead and I've done a whole bunch more work. Most of the modeling had been done by the when you saw it, so it was really texturing stuff. And some of that stuff is just laborious. It's just the same thing over and over. I used a lot of the same materials for consistency. Like for example, all the metal stuff is pretty much the same. I can show you a little bit about that, but basically I used the texture from Ambient CG, the metal texture. I brought it in to put on the pipes. Sometimes I scale the texture, sometimes I blur it a little bit, sometimes I rotate it, that kind of thing. And I added my typical dirt. I added some metal edge wear just to give a little bit of a white sheen to the edges of things. I tend to like that look, whether or not it's realistic. So I did a lot of that. It was a lot of unwrapping, some cube projection, some manual. Those were the two basic ones, really. So I'm going to come back, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it tonight. I got a meeting with Skillshare wants to work with me, so we may be doing some of that as well. So if I can come back tonight, I may show you where I'm at. I can show you some renders. I've done it in Eevee. I tend to use Eevee a lot. I realize that the shadows and the glass or whatever may not be all that accurate, but I find that looks more like a game engine without bringing the stuff into a game engine than Cycles. And Cycles is amazing, but I kind of like the inaccurate, cartoony, game engine like look of Eevee. I like that. I like the speed of Eevee. And then of course I usually post process after that, and I get my kind of characteristic look, and it works for me, and I hope you're gonna like it. I will make some of that stuff available on the Zero Bio Patreon for patrons. Probably I'm going to give the entire blend file. I'm thinking of the blend file with the textures embedded in there. I may also provide some models separately with Substance Painter files, so you can sort of look at what I did. And if there's anything that you want to talk about that I don't discuss, let me know, and I can do quick video on some of that. So I have to move on because, like I say, I've got some other work to do, and I want to donate some time to the Patreon. In case I haven't mentioned it yet, we have surpassed the 200 members, and I'm very grateful for that. And so I want to do some work for you there as well, for the free members and for the patrons. And if you're still on the fence about it, I hope you'll consider coming over and becoming either a free member or a patron, because there is more stuff coming for both tiers, I'll call them that, for the time being. All right, as well as more stuff here on YouTube. I've got a ton of suggestions or requests, and I'm sort of working through the list. I've got another gun to do. I did the simple easy gun, and we'll do another easy gun that maybe is a little bit more detailed, but I still want to keep it relatively simple for people that don't have tons of time and just want to make a gun. And if you want to go nuts and spend days and days on one gun, you can certainly do that and come up with something that's really cool. So yeah, I've got lots of stuff planned, and I am loving the Half-Life stuff. I want to do more of that stuff. I want to do more Last of Us, Uncharted, Fallout, all of those things, Wolfenstein. I absolutely love that stuff, but it usually lends itself to a longer series. It's not one video. I do want to do some Blender or Substance Painter tips. I will do that, the quick videos, but my style tends to be doing these longer process things. And the reason for that, I'll just really quickly tell you so that this video isn't too long, is a few years ago, when I was looking for a sort of sci-fi modeling and texturing videos. At the time, there was mostly time lapses, set to that disco music, whatever. And it was interesting, but it wasn't really all that helpful. And so I had decided I want to be the guy, and I'm sure there's plenty of us now, that does something pretty much from beginning to end. Now I realize in the last few series I've sort of done a bunch and then I kind of jumped ahead, but I am trying to do more of a full scene, even if it's just in a corner kind of thing, rather than one prop, which is great, and I want to do more of those. But so that's why I'm doing this, and I know it may not be as interesting for people that just I just want to learn Blender, I just want to learn Substance Painter, and they want to make a pipe or they want to make a model of some sort, and I'm doing a bunch of things, and you might lose interest. But for those of you that stick with me, I very much appreciate it, and I hope it's helpful or inspiring. At the very least, I hope it inspires you to do your own thing and have some fun, and just come back and see me sometimes. And if you want to support me, if you like what I'm doing and you appreciate the time that I'm putting into it, then buy me a coffee. Super thanks. Keep watching my videos, and ultimately come over to the Patreon, become a patron for a small amount every month, and get the benefit of everything that I'm throwing up there, because there is a lot so far, and it's only been a month, maybe 2 months, and there's plenty more coming. Models, Substance Painter files, Substance Painter Smart Materials, special tutorials, so all right, I hope to see you all around those places, and don't forget the Discord as well. Take care of yourselves. I will be back as soon as I can, ready to go. Love you. Take care.